Ha ha ha! What it do, Busters? The bug catcher is here today. No longer smoking trees, but still catching butterfrees, baby. I see the statistics, alright? A lot of y'all, it's like 90% of y'all who watch my stuff aren't even subscribed. If you like what I'm saying, if I'm somewhat entertaining to you, Busters, just hit the freaking subscribe button, the little noti bell, maybe even thumbs up for your boy. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the point of the video. That's not why we're here today, Busters. I don't know if any of y'all do this, but there's rules, self-imposed rules, self-implied rules that I put on myself, right? And I don't even know why I just do. Some of these rules I've been doing like my whole life, and some of them I developed over time, right? And I'm going to explain all of this to you, Busters, all right? And I'm starting off with the big doozy. I guess it ain't the big doozy because this is the one I don't necessarily always follow. But I'd like my team to have a certain theme around it, Busters. A certain je ne sais quoi, if you would. And what I mean by theme is like, a theme could be anything for the team. It could be like, you know, I'm playing Sword and Shield, but in my own head, in this playthrough, in my own head canon, the trainers from Alola. So I get the starter, and most of the Pokemon are Alolan Pokemon, because that's just what the he, she character, whoever I decide to create, is accustomed to, right? You know, I might go get, you know, like let's just say Sword, for example, because Sword's a good one for themes, because like I said, theme could be anything. It could be a mono bug challenge, and they have the different jerseys for the league, and you can buy the bug outfit, the bug jersey with the shorts and in the fresh sneakers. You know what I'm saying, Busters? You could be an all bug team. You know, just how M&J TV did the I'm the first electric type gym leader in Galar type videos. Those are easy to pull off. But you know, like the Alolan example, right? Like I did one where I picked a starter, caught a Lycanroc, a Drampa. I did a Pikachu, but in my own head canon, the character thought for some reason it was going to evolve into the Alolan one, but evolved into a regular one. You know, just stuff like that. One that I've wanted to do, there's a couple I've wanted to do, or that I started and never finished. Like there was one in a Kanto game. It's probably playing Leaf Green, Busters. Where like, you know, the theme around the whole Kanto region is like technology. So I picked Blastoise as the starter because he just looks like something genetically modified in a lab, right? Like he's a big blue turtle boy with rockets on his freaking shoulder, coming out his shoulder pads, right? I had Porygon, Voltorb on the squad. I can't think of nobody else right now who was on that team, but you guys get the drift. There's an all ferret team I want to pull off, right? Either in Heart Gold or Scarlet and Violet. Like, I know Skuntank and Skunky ain't really a ferret, but Skuntank, Buizel, or Floatzel, Furret, Weavile, a Typhlosion, and then, you know, if I am pulling a Scarlet out the hat, I would pick a Sneasler up in this mug. You know what I'm saying? Another little bitty baby rule, and this one I follow like to the core, right? This next rule I follow every time, and I can't get it out my brain when I'm playing, is the team has to be color coded, right? Like if I'm playing, let's just say I'm playing Leaf Green, and I just feel like using Articuno, but I already have a Golduck, right? They're both blue. One of them gotta go. One of them gotta go. They can't both be on the team. Likewise, Even if they're kind of close, like it's hard. Dragonite and Raichu are my two favorite Pokemon. It's hard for me to use both of them on a team. Just because how similar their colors are. I'm still thinking about a Kanto playthrough right now. Like, it's hard for me to do Charizard, Raichu, Dragonite. Like, these guys get even Victory Bell. Even though it has green on it, it's peachiness. Like, it can. You know, the team has to look something like a Charizard, Lapras, Scyther. You see what I'm saying? How those are all different colors there? Like, it has to be, you know, throw a Ninetales in that mix, even though, you know, different. It's beige looking. Venomoth. Like, they all got it, like, this, you know, purple, beige, blue, orange. Scyther was green. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got to be color-coded or I freak out. You know? Dugong's all white, so that could have been finished that team off well with the colors. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't have, like, I can't play with an Arcanine and then a Raichu and then a Dragonite. They're all too similar. Two of y'all gotta go. You know, forget the team. That's why the theme be so hard sometimes to follow because of this color-coded rule. Some of these I'm trying to break. Like, I'm about to do a, you know, I probably won't upload it, but I'm about to do an all shiny run in Brilliant Diamond. And I got a Venonat and a Piplup I want to use, and they're both blue, powder blue almost. So I'm gonna try to break some of these rules because I think it would be more exciting for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I have to be color coded? I don't know. Maybe because I'm the buster, you know, the one true buster of it all. Something else I don't ever do, even when I'm nuzlocking, is I'm not about to nickname nothing. You know, I'm just not. I'm not nicknaming nothing. If I got a Squirtle, he's a Squirtle. If I have a Morpeko, he's a Morpeko. That's what they yell. It's in my brain. In my brain, it's hard to, like, see a Magby, watch him yell Magby all day, and then nickname him, you know, Roger. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in real life, a dog, he doesn't run around, dog, 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 dog. You know, when he barks, he's barking, woof, 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 woof. It's different. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but it makes sense to me. And I just, you know, if I got a freaking Dragonite, he's staying Dragonite. He's not all of a sudden about to be Philip. Go, Philip! You know what I'm saying? What kind of name is that for a Dragonite anyway? Speaking of names, in the older games where you can name your rival, they're getting named something that's, you know, has something to do with them, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not, you know, when I was a kid and playing Leaf Green, I would always pick the preset name for the rival that was Kenny. I liked how it was spelled. It was Kene. I just thought that was cool. But the older I get, I'm naming that rival Gary. I think blue is stupid because, like, whose name is a color, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I'm naming that rival Gary. I'm naming the rival Silver. You know what I'm saying? If I got to name the rival, they're getting named something that has to do with something. You know, according to them. Now, this one here, this next little rule that is self-imposed, I have to follow. It grinds my gears, right? So I'm picturing my first sword playthrough ever. And I'm big on the, I did the same thing in Galar, actually. That's the same thing, Busters. I did the same thing in Paldea, right? Scarlet and Violet. I genuinely like most of the Pika clones. You know, Plusle, Pachirisu, the Dene. But my first run in Galar, I wanted more Pico. I don't think you can necessarily catch them at this point of the game I'm about to talk about. But in my head, I was like, bro, I'm getting one of them bad boys. Only for me to go against Marnie, and that's her ace. Can't use it. I can't use another important NPC's Pokemon. Drives me crazy. Unless it's like maybe a shiny or something. Again, like in Paldea, I wanted, I've played that. I played both of these regions so many times that eventually this rule just breaks. But like my first 50 playthroughs, I'm not breaking this rule. I really like Palmy. But guess who got one? However you say her name, Nimona. And I'm just like, come on, bruh. Why is she using Pokemon we want to use? I don't like that. I like my teams to be unique. And it just drives me insane, Busters. Like I'm rubbing my face now thinking about it. How insanely it drives me. That I want to use a Gyarados and then Gary Punk Self got one. Like, bro, I'll hit you with an elbow drop. Alright? Forget the battles. I'll hit you with the Macho Man elbow drop instantly. You can't see me. 5-knuckle shuffle for your deeds. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of what Pokemon to use on the team, I just broke this one the other day. I don't necessarily agree with ROM hacks even being a thing in the community. But I've lightened up to the idea about certain ones. And one of them I was just playing was Pokemon Recharged Yellow. It's like, the third version of Fire Red Leaf Green. They got following Pokemon, a day-night cycle. And you can do, you can evolve your Scyther, right? And, simple ones like that are cool in my opinion. But legendaries on the team, right? Normally I just skip them. I never use a legendary. But this particular run, I had everybody leveled up to where it needed to be, except my Ninetales. Swapped it for Moltres. Right there. Boom. Wasn't even thinking twice about it. Swapped them out. I wasn't in the mood. I just wasn't in the mood to level up this Ninetales. But that part's not even the rule. The rule is the legendary part, right? Like, I just feel that Pokemon be easy enough, Busters, that you really don't need a legendary. Look at that handsome man on the screen there. You really don't need a legendary to freaking do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Legendary kind of makes it easy, but Moltres is different. In Kanto games, it's like fire types suck. And I already have one, so I'm just going with the move, right? And now this last rule. This one will ruin a whole playthrough for me. Going to Leaf Green, for example. Wartortle is my guy. Alright? Wartortle is my guy. It's like my favorite starter from any of the 3 lines. I normally pick Bulbasaur because as an overall line, Bulbasaur has turned into my favorite. It was Charmander when I was younger. But I have a soft spot for the middle Evo starters, right? Especially in like the first 3 gens. Even Gen 5 got good ones. People like to say the starters are... I'm about to go on a side tangent here, Busters. People like to say the middle Evo starters are lame, but they're really not. Pignite's not lame. Servine's not lame. D-Watt is, or whatever how you say that, is not lame. I know Empoleon is. But Grovile's not. Empoleon. The middle one. Prinplup, right? I can't even think of what his name is right now. But he's kind of lame. Like, there are some lame ones, no doubt. But, like, Bayleaf was the star of the show in Johto. In the freaking Johto games. Quilava's a beast, son. Croconaws fire. I love me some Charmeleon and Ivysaur. Who else do I like? I say Braxian already. Brionne, that one's kind of lame. But Torracat, man, Rowlets? I can't think of some of these names for some reason. I'm not a true Pokemon fan, I guess. But Rowlets? Middle Evo? Banger. He got the freaking hair going on. So everyone's, oh, the middle Evos starters are always awkward. Dude, that wasn't even that wasn't even a thing till I can't think of their names right now, but it's Mudkip and Swampert. Cause Grovyle and Combuskin are alright. It's Mudkip's middle Evo that's ugly, goofy looking. Why can't I think of their names? I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a real fan, I guess. Look at me celebrating on the screen. I must have talking about ice in the veins for catching that hair across. I gotta finish that playthrough. But anyway, so I love Wartortle, right? But I don't always, obviously, if I love him so much, I don't want to evolve him. But he cannot be the only Pokemon on the team that's not evolved all the way. Like, I gotta have something else. Like, you know, even a Magmar, just because I know he evolves in the future, will do the job for me. Or even like a Scyther. But like, if Wartortle's if Squirtle's my starter and I'm sticking to Wartortle, like, I gotta have a Venonat. Or like, you know, a Metapod. Just something on the team that is also not evolved. Ponyta. You know what I'm saying? Cause I just can't. It's like, this is the only Pokemon I couldn't evolve. I don't know. I don't know why I do it. Again, I'm trying to break that out with this next Brilliant Diamond run because I have a lot of cool shinies in Go that have just been sitting in Go for Pokemon Go for a long time that I just want to use in a playthrough. But right now I'm currently Medusa, Meth, and Shiny Hunting Magby because the whole Magby line is one of my favorite lines of the whole freaking kit and caboodle. But I really love me some Magbys, but I want a little orange one. But everybody else that I got planned for this team, I'm evolving. You know, full potential. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna have a Magby, and that just is what it is. But normally, I'm not doing it. Like, if I got a Magby, I have a shiny Meowth I want to use, he's staying there. Both of them are just, you know, that's how it normally goes, Busters. And those right there were my stupid 7 weird, strange rules that I self-impose on myself. That's not going to be the title of the video, but I'm going to have to work the kinks out on that one. What are some self-imposed rules y'all do, right? Let your boy know. Let the bug catcher know in the comments. I respond to everything. Whether the video only gets 80 views and 4 comments, or it gets 2,000 views and 500 comments. I'm responding to all of it, bust bags. So go ahead and subscribe. Leave the comment. Thumbs down it if you thought I was trash. Straight up. But those are my 7 self-imposed rigmaroles, bust bags.